The Incredible Hulk. Yes, that's right. A Marvel book that doesn't totally stink. Philip Kennedy Johnson delivered last year. I really enjoyed it. Hat tip again to Reverend Sully, Eric O'Sullivan. Great recommendation. If you like horror movies or horror comics, and you like Incredible Hulk in any way, shape, or form, this is where the book really hits its stride. It is really good, and I actually got to be honest. I think it has more upside. We had some sluggish issues. Issue two, I think, was a little weak, but we had some really good issues. The Man Thing issues are good. We had a little Ghost Rider tease. In issue six and seven, that's where we have a Ghost Rider story. And it's not our traditional Ghost Rider. He's like a protector of this kid. And it's kind of like a slow burn that gets into, but you know there's going to be some conflict, and I like how that's played up well. You get great transformation. The transformation between Banner to Hulk and Hulk to Banner it's it is incredible. It hence the name, pun intended, if you will. Pet peeves. So this is Charlie. She's the tag along. So she tags along. She makes it in the Marvel box for some reason with her beach face on there, and the legacy number 788. I hate the legacy thing. You guys don't get it both ways. You got to decide what you're doing. Pick a lane. But like I said, if you like any of the horror comics, you can see a little bit of the art. Nick Klein does the art. Very, very solid. See, he's like a World War I motorcycle here attacking Hulk. This is that interesting, like Spirit of Vengeance Part Two. I didn't like the fact that they used that name again, but it's fine. I mean, Nick Klein does the art, but you can see here this is just tremendous work. I'm just shocked. I'm actually shocked. This is Marvel. Here, let me take it. I don't know how to make it here. Make it full screen. It won't go any bigger than that. I really loved it. I really enjoyed the way that they tried different panel use. Just three up there, four down here, cuts back here to action sequences. You have all sorts of great details in here. It is digital, so you don't have maybe some hash marks and things in here that you might get from old school stuff, but it's pretty good. Anyway, so it's the story is really pretty well because you think the Ghost Rider only shows up to protect the kid. So of course, all of the premise and everything at this point that Johnson is setting up is that the kid is in danger from the Hulk, right? And the Hulk has been behaving oddly. We don't totally get what's going on. We have no backstory, by the way. We have no idea what has led up to Banner basically just wandering as a nomad through the Southeast America with this girl Charlie he's picked up along the way, and she just wants to be powered up like Hulk is, which I'm certain is coming at some point for sure. I have no doubt. But I will say this: I'm okay with it. I'm having a good time with the ride for sure. So yeah, this has all been pretty good stuff. Here we put well. I'm trying to find a look for you to give you as maximum as I can, and guess we'll go to that one. But you really got your setup here. But anyway, so reality is Hulk's not the threat. There's some other threat, and then when that threat attacks, they realize, and you can see here's Ghost Rider versus this creature, and Hulk's got to deal with it as well. And it's fantastic. So I love the fact that this thing attacks the Hulk, and the Hulk just grabs it and smashes. This was just joy. I was in such happiness when I saw this sequence. So this is how this plays up. It's all done very, very well. I really enjoyed all of this. I enjoyed the fact that they bring in something different for Ghost Rider. It wasn't really the Ghost Rider. They gave me a little. I was hesitant because I didn't read issue 6 right away. Before that reason, I realized it was not the real Ghost Rider. I have not been reading Ghost Rider. I couldn't do it. There wasn't enough Ghost Rider in my Ghost Rider. I was reading it. And there's not no Ghost Rider happening, so they lost me. But I was willing to take this into this story here. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. I really think that if you are looking for something decent, this is probably one of the few things at Marvel that you can kind of hang your hat on for sure. So I don't want to get near the ending. Keep you going with the story there. But I think as long as Philip Kennedy Johnson is working on this book, he's given the permission, the leeway he needs to kind of flesh something out here. We can continue to have a pretty good run. I'm hoping he's on it for a while. I'm hoping that we don't do something crazy. Nick Klein's art is a great compliment. Like I said, these transformation sequences, it reminds me very much of watching American Werewolf in London, where you have all of that extended jaw and the bone crunching feel. He has eyes that are popping out. The Hulk basically is just peeling back his flesh. It's so creepy looking. It's great. So awesome. And then, like I said, it never loses sight of what it is. Like Hulk's just taking bullets. There's a threat. He just grabs the threat, slams it down. It's just like, oh, so good. Don't know what you're into or not, but this is probably the only Marvel book I can think of off the top of my head where I'm like, yeah, let me look that one up again to see if we got a new issue or not. Make sure I'm up to date on that. So yeah, definitely some good stuff with Johnson's work here. So anyway, that's my take on it for this week. Hope you're enjoying Comic Book Wednesday, having some good stuff. Again, remember next week we'll be doing Comic Talk, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be our first one in 2024.
Right? And I'm not playing